The automotive world in 2025 is a paradox. We are surrounded by hundreds of new models, with billions spent on so-called innovation, flashy screens, autonomous promises, and overcomplicated tech. But beneath the surface, a crisis of quality and value is brewing. After an exhaustive deep dive scrutinizing long-term warranty data, German TOVI reliability reports, and conducting countless interviews with veteran mechanics, we have reached a startling conclusion. The genuinely honest, dependable car is on the verge of extinction, which is why this list is so critical. It is different. You will not find the usual suspects, here the finicky European luxury sedans, or the complex performance SUVs that offer a thrilling test drive, but a lifetime of financial regret. You will not find electric vehicles whose batteries degrade and whose values plummet overnight. This is a list of survivors, the last 7 production models that stand as bastions of sense in an insane market. These are the cars that will not secretly drain your bank account, will not harvest your data, and crucially, will not leave you stranded with a catastrophic repair billed the day after the factory warranty expires. These 7 represent a different kind of premium, the premium of peace of mind. So, what are these mechanical marvels of common sense? Let us count them down, starting with number 7. The Mazda CX-30. In 2025, Mazda is one of the last manufacturers brave enough to go against the current. No tiny turbo engine, no fake mild hybrid, no CVT pretending to be a gearbox, just a naturally aspirated 2-liter engine. Simple, reliable, and beautifully smooth. This is the kind of engine that easily survives 300-400,000 kilometers without drama. It doesn't care about carbon buildup, high-pressure fuel pumps, or fragile turbochargers. Inside, the CX-30 is refreshingly logical. You get physical buttons, a real volume knob, and a driving position that feels engineered for humans, not for touchscreen UX designers. If you want a car that feels like a car, not a smartphone with wheels, the CX-30 is one of the last honest options. Toyota Corolla Sedan Hybrid. Toyota hybrids do not need hype. They have proven themselves for decades. And even in 2025, they are still miles ahead of the competition. They have a reputation that speaks for itself. Quiet, efficient, and practically indestructible. Every generation builds on the last, and yet they remain simple, reliable, and incredibly easy to live with. Why the sedan? Because it is the most affordable way to get premium reliability. You get a refined, simple powertrain, batteries that seem almost bulletproof, and city fuel consumption that looks like a typo: 4, maybe 5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is almost unbelievable in today's market. Mechanics often joke that Toyota hybrids only visit the workshop for the basics: brake pads, filters, and maybe a cup of coffee, because nothing else ever breaks. No DSG nightmares, no turbo lottery, no fancy electronics that die right after the warranty ends. It is the kind of car that lets you forget about the stress of ownership and just enjoy driving. If your priorities are reliability, low running costs, and zero stress, Toyota hybrid sedans are the definition of a safe bet. They are practical, economical, and designed to make your life easier year after year. Owning one is not just smart, it is peace of mind on 4 wheels. Honda Civic 1.5 VTEC. The modern Civic brings back something car lovers thought was gone forever: a proper driver, a car you can actually afford. The 1.5 VTEC turbo is one of the most durable modern turbo engines. No oil dilution disasters, no timing chain horror stories, and no fragile small turbos pushed to their limits. But the real magic is the manual transmission. In the era of soulless automatics and droning CVTs, this gearbox feels mechanical, precise, and alive. It's like listening to vinyl in the age of Bluetooth speakers. More effort, but infinitely more satisfying. If you still believe that driving should be fun, not assisted, navigated, or managed by compute, the manual Civic is for you. Suzuki Swift, the underdog. This is the automotive equivalent of the Nokia 3310. Light, simple, and absolutely unpretentious. It is not trying to look premium or impress anyone. It just does its job, and does it incredibly well. In a world where modern cars grow bigger every year and get stuffed with more and more electronics, the Swift still feels genuinely small and agile. It's the kind of car you can park anywhere, and the kind that reacts to the steering exactly the way you expect it to. The engine, simple, durable, and cheap to maintain. No gimmicks, no over-engineering. The electronics minimal, which means one thing, there's very little that can actually go wrong. Ask any mechanic. What usually breaks on a Swift? The answer is almost always the same: nothing, unless you crush it. For city driving, daily commuting, or quick weekend errands, the Swift is the textbook definition of a smart buy. A car that doesn't stress you out, doesn't drain your wallet, and simply works. Skoda Octavia, the reality king. This is the only European car that survives this list, and there's a very good reason for that. The Octavia isn't perfect, and it doesn't pretend to be. But it's the only modern European model you can buy without breaking into a cold sweat every time a warning light pops up on the dashboard. What you get instead is space. A lot of space. The cabin feels almost like a class above, and the trunk is one of the biggest you can get without moving into a full-size wagon. It's a car that simply understands real life. Groceries, luggage, family, dogs, IKEA trips. Whatever you throw at it. The engines are simple, economical, and engineered with long-term use in mind. And more importantly, the running costs don't require a second mortgage or a personal loan. Pick the non-turbo or the lower-stress petrol engines, and the Octavia turns into exactly what most people actually need. A reliable, practical, real-world car that fits perfectly with everyday European roads, budgets, and expectations. If you're looking for a car that just makes sense, something sensible, honest, and usable without the luxury price tag, the Octavia is the undisputed king. Lexus NX Hybrid. If Toyota is the gold standard of reliability, then Lexus is the platinum version. Same proven technology, same philosophy, but taken to a whole new level of refinement and polish. Every detail feels considered, every material carefully chosen, and every system engineered to last. The NX Hybrid is one of the most reliable luxury SUVs ever built. The powertrain is nearly indestructible, the electronics are well thought out, and the cabin feels like it could survive decades of use without losing its sense of quality. The materials don't just look good, they last and they age gracefully. Even after years of daily driving, the interior still feels like new. And then there's the quiet, the insulation, the attention to detail, the way the engine and hybrid systems are tuned. It makes even rush hour traffic feel almost meditative. This is a car for people who value silence, comfort, and peace of mind for years, not just until the lease runs out or the warranty expires. In a market full of overcomplicated, flashy luxury SUVs, the NX stands apart. It's the one you can actually keep long-term, the one that doesn't demand constant attention, and the one that truly delivers on the promise of stress-free, reliable luxury. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, the last honest SUV. Number one could only be one car, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The most reliable modern SUV on the planet. Full stop, there's simply nothing else that even comes close. It doesn't pretend to be sporty. It doesn't try to be futuristic. It's not packed with flashy, unnecessary gadgets or gimmicks. What it is a solid, durable, intelligently designed SUV that does exactly what you need it to do. Every single day, year after year, millions of these have been sold around the world, and serious problems are practically non-existent. The hybrid systems are engineered to last for decades, and the running costs are so low that they make most competitors look extravagant by comparison. Every aspect of the RAV4 Hybrid is built with longevity and practicality in mind. So, if someone in 2025 asks, what car should I buy if I want to avoid headaches? The answer is clear, the RAV4 Hybrid. There is simply nothing else at the top that combines reliability, efficiency, and practicality in such a complete, proven package. The 2025 car market is full of traps, overcomplicated engines, fragile gearboxes, subscriptions for basic features, and dashboards designed by software engineers instead of drivers. But these 7 models prove that honest and reliable cars are not completely gone yet. Cars that will not spy on you, will not empty your wallet, and will not fall apart before their second oil change. I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments which one you would choose for yourself. And while you are at it, let me know if you would like me to make a part 2, maybe focusing on the best used cars under 15,000 euros or some hidden gems that still fly under the radar. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not already. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video and share it with anyone who loves cars that actually make sense. I really appreciate all your support, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one, where we will dive even deeper into practical, reliable, and fun to drive cars that are worth your money.